Perfect.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to BOJ-E-BIKES. This is Bailey, and this is the Himiway A7.
Pretty solid ratings for this bike in general, all around. I'm excited to see what our final BOJ-E-Bike score will be. Really got me in turbo. Just zooming. Woo! This auto assist feature is pretty awesome. I'm really digging it. Just started. Oh.
Axle.
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby. I like it.
Hi, baby.
Right.
Guju.
I like
Pretty girl.
So I just want to pedal it and try the.
Oh, perfect.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to BOJ-E-BIKES. This is Bailey, and this is the Himiway A7. All right, the A7 here, it is a full suspension road bike. Yes, they put like a mountain bike suspension on it. We've got a 500 watt motor here. We've got a 15 amp hour battery, and it is a cadence/torque sensor. All right, this bike is coming in at just under 73 pounds. It is a full suspension bike. That's where the extra weight's coming from. You can get this bike. It's available in this blue. It's also available in white and a red. We got red, white, and blue from Himiway. We've got a 46-2 chainring going to 8-speed. That's controlled by an Altus derailleur. Got the rapid fire system up here. Click through your gears really quick. Works pretty consistently. We've got 27.5-inch tires. These are from Kenda, and they are 2.4 inches wide. The front one's being held on by a suspension fork. They're giving it 120 millimeters of travel. It's a fair amount of travel. Back to the rear, this is a 4-bar linkage. The website says you have compression and rebound. I see one dial on here to compress the spring. I don't see too much, I don't see another way to adjust it yet. But as I look around, maybe I will find something. But you spin this ring here and you should be able to compress the spring or decompress the spring. The front does have a preload on the preload dial side here. And then we do have your compression here all the way to a lockout. Down here at the bottom of this Himiway branded fork, we do have your rebound adjustment. This will control the speed of which it pops back up. You can speed it up or slow it down, whatever you feel is more comfortable or more appropriate for the situation. We also have a through axle right here. The front is held on by a through axle, pretty sturdy, pretty strong. We could switch right over here. Show you the Shimano MT200 brakes on 180 millimeter discs. Shimano discs, Shimano calipers connected to Shimano levers up at the top. It's a pretty nice deal. MT200 Shimano. All right, gonna mention the seat post here, the seat post. We've got a shorter seat post on here. That is to give clearance to the shock here. If you are a taller rider and you want to sit up taller than say what this enables you, you're going to have to buy a larger seat post. But again, this is just so it has clearance. And if you do have a larger seat post, I can see the shock. So you're going to have to just make sure you're not pushing it down into the shock. Keep that in mind. The seat is nice. It gives you some padding here. All right, we're going to go with the electronics here. Very adjustable bike. They have more adjustments than I've seen on pretty much any one of our bikes. Come on over, we'll show it to you. Well, first off, we got the rear brake, we got the front brake. They are wired in. Again, there's Shimano MT200. You got an 8-speed shifter here, rapid fire system. Click with your finger, push with your thumb. Got a sweet bell. And the headlight is mounted up front. We'll show you that in a little bit. We've got a power button. We've got the menu button. We've got a plus button, which also works as your headlights. We got a minus button, which also works as your walk assist, and your throttle's right here. To turn this bike on, you hold the power button down, and it should come on any second now. Any second now. Any second now. All right, so hold it down for a good 4 or 5 seconds. It'll come up. We have our battery display right there. We have our speed. We have our pedal assist level here. Right now I'm showing trip and odometer. If I tap menu, it'll go through and change it. This is going to be your average speed, your max speed. We got wattage here. This is going to be the rider wattage, I believe. This is how much wattage the rider's putting in as they pedal. It's interesting. It'll also show you how many calories you're burning, how much CO2 you're saving. This will show you how rider torque. It's interesting. I haven't seen this on a e-bike before, but it actually shows you how much torque you're putting into the pedals and adding to it. And then it also shows your cadence, your pedaling speed, how many rotations per minute you're pedaling. Again, I haven't seen that on another e-bike. Trip and odometer there. If I hold the menu button down, instead of just tap it, you come here. We believe the factory setting is 0510. So your bike will probably be set to that as well. And here we have general settings, assist system settings, assist mode setting, and safety settings. Go to the general settings first.
Clear your tripometer, default assist level, what assist your bike will be in when you turn it on. We got auto assist. This bike does have an auto assist. When we go back, I'll show you that too, but you can, the bike will adjust your pedal assist level for you as needed. Your screen brightness, that's obvious, your unit setting, the auto power off time. This is set for like a minute right now. I believe we probably put it up to 5 minutes. Your voltage display, it's nice to see your voltage as well as your battery level. And then you can change the color of the interface too, which is fun. And that is it for that part. I'm going to go back and go down to the assist system settings. Here's where it gets a little bit intricate. You got your e-bike class. You can switch between 1 and 2. This is a 20-mile-an-hour capped bike. We have not found or seen any way to get it up above that, up to a class 3, 28 miles an hour. But you can go here and hit your max assist speed, which will be 20 miles an hour, but you could lower that if you wanted to. You can also adjust your walk assist speed, which is interesting. So some people have different strides, so I'm sure some people would really enjoy calming the walk assist down or speeding it up if your stride's really long. Factory reset and system info, that's just exactly what it sounds like. We got the assist mode settings. This is going to be a little bit interesting too. We can adjust the torque for each pedal assist. Whoops, I went back instead of forward. Here we go. So you, in Echo right now, this is the way it came from the factory. It's giving you 12 Newton meters at Echo Plus. Echo is giving you 24, Tour 36, Sport 48, and Turbo is giving you 60, 60 being the top. But you can change all of these. If you don't ever want to be at 12 nanometers, you can raise that up, and your pedal assist 1 will always give you a little bit more. Or if you want it even lower, where you get more exercise, you're allowed to do whatever you like. Pretty awesome. The assist ratio setting, this is interesting too. This is how much it's going to assist as you pedal. So for an Echo, for every 1 you put in, it's going to put in 1. Meaning if you're putting in 50 watts, your bike's going to put in 50 watts. Again, you get, so the bike's going to give you a little bit more in Echo Assist than what the rider gives, and so on, all the way down to Turbo, where it's giving you 4 times the wattage you're putting in, if that makes sense. We're just making sense of it ourselves right now, but it seems pretty interesting and really adjustable. We'll go back one more. Power response tuning. Interesting. They got 3 different levels. They got your low speed, mid speed, and high speed power response. And this is basically going to show you or give you the opportunity to have your bike accelerate quicker at these different levels. So let's say in low here, your standard, but you don't want your bike to take off so quickly, so we'll put it on the smoothest and it won't take off as quick. Other companies have called this an intensity setting, if that sounds familiar to any of you out there. And then we, again, can change that for the middle. So this is like between like 5 and 15 miles an hour. And then all the way up at the end is how it's going to perform like when you're going at top speed. When you kick in, do you want it to kick in hard? Do you want it to kick in low? Do you want it to kick in standard? It's up to you. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel the differences as you mess with these. I'm going to go back here and go to the assist sensor switch. Well, guess what that is? We actually have the ability to change from a torque mode to a cadence mode. Some other people go around this by just capping their speeds, but this actually puts it from a cadence sensor to a torque sensor. And that is interesting that you can do that. Go back one more and we'll go down to the throttle setting. Throttle setting, we got variable speed. That's your basic normal throttle. We can set your throttle up to only work in walk mode or as a walk mode. So you hold your throttle down and it's only going to go with like 3 miles an hour next to you. Or we can turn your throttle off, and that'll make it a true class 1 vehicle if that's where you need to be at for your local laws. But we can adjust things pretty quickly with the throttle settings. I'm going to hit back one more time. I'm going to go to the safety settings. Here I went out of it. But go back. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights on first because that's what the safety setting is. We'll go ahead and show you the front headlight. It's a bright headlight. It casts down the road a little bit, and we'll show you what the rear set up as. That's the rear set. You got one light on the back, but it does curve around the side, so you can see it from the sides, and then two, it works as a brake light. And there's a reflector underneath as well. If you don't have your lights on, should help. But I'm going to go in there, and I have to go holding the menu button down. All right, so now we can go down to the safety setting here. Click on that, and the taillight mode. That's the only thing under the mode, but we got 4 different modes, and we'll go through them now, I believe. So mode 1 is going to...
I just showed you.
It's what we just showed you. So mode 2... Mode 2, so that's going to become a flashing light, and then it'll become solid when you brake. So that's mode 2, and then we'll go back in there. Taillight mode, put it down to mode 3, hit enter. So this is mode 3, so now it's on solid, and when I hit it, it flashes, obviously, but that's it. That's mode 3, and then go down to mode 4. And then, so it's flashing full time, and then when you squeeze it, it flashes faster and brighter. So 4 different modes for your tail light. If it keeps you safe, it keeps you safe, and that's a good thing, I think. All right, we're gonna go over our ratings next. First thing we're gonna start with is the shipping time. Shipping time, we're gonna give it a 4 out of 5. They're pretty consistent. They're as good as most every brand we have in here. And actually, we're expecting it to go up because they're building a warehouse near us. We're in Batavia, Illinois. The warehouse is going to be in Woodridge, Illinois, and we're going to be able to get the bikes turned around in a couple hours. So that'll be pretty interesting. We're looking forward to see how that goes. But as far as you, the buyer at home, you're probably going to get your bike. It'll process in a couple of days, and then they'll ship it out probably about 5 days. You'll probably get your bike in about a week, a little over a week, maybe a week of business days. The next thing we'll talk about is the packaging. The packaging, we're going to give it a 4.5. Maybe our highest score we've ever given the packaging of any bike. It came in great. It came in kind of suspended in foam in the box. Like the wheel wasn't even on the ground. It was just hanging there. The front wheel was on the opposite side of the foam. It wasn't even near the bike. It couldn't get to the paint, couldn't scratch it. I believe if you order this bike, you're going to get it less any FedEx problem or something. You're going to get this in pretty immaculate condition. All right, we're going to talk about the ease of build next. The ease of build, we're going to give it a 4.2. It was pretty much about the same as any other bike. On the simple side, it was 85-90% built. We had to put the tire on, we had to put the fender on, had to put the pedals on, handlebars, the display, and also the headlights. A lot of headlights we get are attached down here on the fork. This one's attached to the neck, so you have to put it on with the handlebar, just so you know. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the customer service. And the customer service, we're going to give a 4.3. We have a really easy time working with them. They're pretty quick to even replace a bike if you cracked your frame. They honor their warranty. They don't fight. They don't argue. If you prove to them that your bike broke, they're gonna fix it. They're gonna replace it. They're gonna do it. One more thing I'm going to mention about Himiway's customer service is we have one particular customer who bought their C5. Their C5 cracked on him twice, so he got a new bike. It cracked, and Himiway replaced it with a second bike. Then he cracked it again. Kid's being a little bit abusive towards his bike, I believe, but he cracked it again, and they gave him a third bike. And then he tore the wire that goes to the motor, and they sent him a whole new motor because the wire goes directly to the motor. Himiway supporting their customers very well, top notch. I'll stop there about Himiway, but we're going to take this for a ride now, and leave us a comment below. Let us know what you think. Thank you guys for watching.
Give this Himiway A7 a good old performance test. Okay, we're going to start off with the hill test. I'll see you down at the hill. Okay, Here we are at the hill. Let's go ahead and do a hill test with throttle and pedal system. We'll start off with throttle only. Go into max pedal assist level, turbo. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Start. Just kind of cruising up the hill. 10, 11 miles per hour, going a little slower. Pretty steep hill. Slowing down just a little bit. You can see it's using like max power there. Not too bad. Getting up a hill will be not that much of a problem. Definitely will give you enough to get up the hill, I would say. It's not too bad at all. It's not too bad. Not super powerful, but it is not super weak as well. It's kind of like right there in the middle with that 500 watt motor. All right, let's do pedal assist. I'm gonna stay in turbo, the highest pedal assist. And here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. Ooh. Bam. Okay, definitely way faster than throttle only. That torque sensor definitely helps deliver a lot more power when you're able to pedal harder. Get a little extra boost. That's pretty solid with the pedal assist. You can really blast up a hill if you want to by pedaling. All right, let's try one more. I'm gonna turn on the auto assist just by tapping the power button here. You can see it kicked me into auto assist mode right down there. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm gonna start pedaling up this hill and we'll see what it does for the auto assist. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. You can see it kind of recognizing, oh, it's bouncing up and down between sport and turbo. Looks like it just auto kicked me into turbo. Bike was like, this is a big hill, you need some turbo. Looks like it's just staying in turbo. Okay, pretty neat little feature. I kind of like that. Cool little design. Now it's kicking back down. Then tour. Very interesting. Little setting on an e-bike. It's pretty good. That was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Having it just kind of recognize that you're going uphill, you need a little extra something just to blast up that hill. It's pretty neat. All right, let's switch it back off to manual. All right, that was pretty sweet. Pretty good hill test performance. Let's see. Throttle wasn't super high powered, but it got me up the hill at about 9 to 11 miles per hour. Pedal assist was pretty good, pretty powerful with the torque sensor. I was able to get like 15 to 17 miles per hour up the hill. And then the auto assist pretty much did the same thing. It just kicked me into turbo mode and I just fired up that hill with not too much difficulty. My rating for the hill test performance, I will give that I'm gonna give it a 4 point, I'm gonna give it like a 4.1 out of 5. It's all around pretty solid with throttle and with pedal assist. It's pretty good on that part. I liked it. 4.1 for that hill test. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get on to the next test. I'll see you there. All right. looks like we got some room here to do our next test, which will be handling. Just gonna weave in and out through these obstacles and see how well this handles. This does feel like a pretty light, nimble bike. Definitely be easy to weave in and out when you need to. Feels pretty good. Just off the first impression. Oh wait. Okay, now we're good. Didn't feel like I. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Himiway bikes have like just a slight delay in their throttle. I'm used to more of an instant kind of response when I press that throttle. Ugh. Little doggy poopy bag. Love to see that. Quick turn. Ooh. Tight fit. Very, very good. Very easy. Very light. Very agile bike. Pretty darn good. Ooh. Not too bad at all. I feel pretty good maneuvering this, just in about any scenario. Ooh. Tight squeeze, tight squeeze. Ooh, scrape the pedal, it's all good. This is really good. Very light bike. Very nice. Easily maneuvered. Pretty darn good handling. Feels good. I like it. All right. Pretty solid. Whee! Not too bad all around. I would say you would have no difficulty maneuvering this through some obstacles, through the dirt and the off-road trails as well. I would say definitely going to be capable of doing that. I think that's just about enough for the handling. I will give the handling a 4.2. Felt really good. I would say you should have just about no problem maneuvering this bike around. It's not too heavy. It's got a nice light feel to it. Going to be easily handling. Going to be easy to handle with how much this bike weighs. It's very easy. Very nice. Okay. All right, that's about wraps with the handling. Let's get into the next test real quick. Do some brakes. See how strong these brakes are. I'm gonna go about 20 miles per hour and just slam on the brakes. See how strong the stopping power is on these hydraulic brakes. We got Shimano hydraulic brakes. Let's see how it goes. Need to go to turbo mode to get more speed. All right, here we go. Woo! Pretty long slide there with the brakes. I think these are 180 millimeter discs. Should deliver some good stopping power with the hydraulic brakes, but that was still a pretty long slide. Let's do one more. Here we go. Full power. Going about 18. All right, here we go. Ooh. Pretty darn good. Got a decent stretch on that slide. I think it's from about here all the way down to here. Pretty decent little slide there. Not too bad though. Does have some good stopping power. I do like it, I do like it. Let's see, what would I give that? I'm gonna give that a solid round number of a 4. 4 out of 5. Pretty well above average stopping power on these brakes. Could be a little bit better in my opinion, but they aren't horrible, so it's gonna definitely stop you when you need them to. But I'll give it a nice solid 4 out of 5. Pretty darn good, pretty darn good. I like them. Okay, let's waste no time here. Let's get into the next test. We're gonna do some acceleration, 0 to 20. Let's see how quick this bike can get to 0 to 20. All right, I'm gonna use the throttle only first, and then I'll do pedal assist. Just from riding the bike so far, I can tell that the pedal assist is gonna accelerate way faster than the throttle. Let's see, I'm gonna bump it up to turbo, max speed, max power. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. Just got a moderate buildup. It's not like a super quick start. Here we go, 20, boom, not too bad, not too bad, pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Let's try pedal assist. And 3, 2, 1, go. Boom, 20. Like I said, a lot quicker with the pedaling. But even the throttle, it was still pretty quick. It took like a second or two to kind of build up a little more acceleration, a little more speed. Not as jumpy off the start as far as the default settings. Like we were saying before, AJ was saying, this bike has a lot of adjustability. You can change a lot of the stuff on the bike. You can make the bike jumpier off the start, make it snappier in that motor if you want to, or you can dial it down if it's too much for you. It's very adjustable. It's pretty awesome being able to set the bike to your own comfort level. But as far as the default settings, how it is as a default, pretty good, honestly. Still a pretty solid bike. The acceleration was pretty good. It's all around well above average. I'm gonna give that, honestly, I'm gonna give that a 4 as well. I'm gonna give that a 4 out of 5. It's pretty good. Not too weak and slow with the acceleration as far as with the throttle. It wasn't like super peppy, but it had enough to get me up to 20 pretty quickly. Pretty impressed by it. It just goes even quicker when you're pedaling, if you're trying to accelerate faster. That pedaling will definitely get you up to speed a lot faster than the throttle. But yeah, 4 out of 5. Not too shabby. All right. Okay, that about wraps up the acceleration. Let's get on to the next test. We're gonna do some top speed. This bike is only able to go to 20 miles per hour. You can't raise the speed limit any higher in the settings as far as we know. So the bike is only gonna take me to 20 miles per hour with the throttle. Now, because I have the torque sensor, I can probably go well beyond 20 miles per hour. If I'm pedaling really hard and I'm in max pedal assist level turbo, I should be able to surpass 20 miles per hour very easily. But let's see how it goes. I'm just gonna head down this trail, bump this sucker in a turbo. I'm gonna shift up my gears. Just gonna throttle first because I know it's only gonna take me to 20 miles per hour. Yeah, like Oh, it went to 21, probably because I was going downhill. But it's not giving me any extra oomph once I hit 20. You can see on the power gauge here, it's kind of just stopping me because I'm at 20, see? So yeah, like I said, 20 miles per hour with the throttle. But if I pedal, let's see if I can go faster than 20. It's not giving me any assistance anymore past once I hit 20. Wow, okay. I thought it was gonna give me a little juice for having the torque sensor on the bike. Very surprising that it still cuts you off at 20 even if you're pedaling hard with a torque sensor. It's kind of interesting. I was hoping it would give me a little extra juice for pedaling hard, but it's not. It's just it stops giving me power at 20 miles per hour. You can see it's going down because I'm at 20. So it's kind of hard to say. On flat ground, I would say your top speed is going to be 20, even pedaling and throttle, just because it's not giving you any extra juice for pedaling harder. Like I can manually pedal really freaking hard and get 21 miles per hour, but yeah, this bike does not want you to go faster than 20 miles per hour. It seems like Himiway is really strict about the speed limit, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. So it looks like I'm just gonna call it 20 miles per hour for top speed, for throttle and pedal assist. That's pretty much it. Now obviously I would like to go a little bit faster than 20 miles per hour sometimes, depending on who you are and how comfortable you are with the speed. Like me, I'm kind of a speed demon. I like going well past 20. I like pushing 28, maybe 30 sometimes, if I'm really feeling up for the speed. But some people don't really care to go that fast, you know. 15, 20 miles per hour is more than enough for some people, I would say. But as for me, I'd like to go a little bit faster than 20 sometimes. But it's not a huge deal breaker. The bike is still pretty awesome. Full suspension step through is a very nice bike to have, I would say. All right. Okay. Ooh. But as far as the top speed, 20 miles per hour is what I got. I'm gonna give that 20 miles per hour speed. I want to give it like a 4. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 3.9. I'm gonna give it a 3.9, just because 20 miles per hour, I feel like it's really you're just really limited. I mean, I guess any other bike probably isn't made for speed, obviously, but I would like to go a little bit faster sometimes. But 3.9 out of 5, that's what I'm giving it. Okay, real quick, I was just messing around. I have the bike in auto assist, and I was just going well above 20 miles per hour. Let me try something real quick. Going back to top speed. So I'm hitting 20. It's going well beyond 20. I'm going 24, 25 with the throttle right now. It looks like the auto assist lets you just push beyond 20, which is very interesting. Looks like I'm going 27. I'm about 27 with the throttle. I'm gonna start pedaling. Going well beyond. It bumping up the turbo automatically. I'm going 28. Woo! Okay. Found out a way to unlock that 20 cap. We're going 28 with pedaling still. But it's still giving me a little juice, as you can see, for pedaling harder. Oh, looks like it stopped giving me juice. So maybe 28. We're recalculating 28 miles per hour for the top speed. Woo! I gave the top speed of 3.9. I'm bumping that up to a 4.1. 4.1 just to be able to go faster than 20, in my opinion, is always awesome. 4.1 out of 5 for that top speed, 20 miles per hour. Super awesome. Very interesting. Just started. Oh. Woo! Dang, lady. Look at that. Those are those brakes right there. In a perfect fashion of when they would help you. These brakes have saved my life. Oh my goodness. And that lady's car. I could have crashed right there if I had some weak old brakes. Nice strong brakes. That was awesome. In real life example of when something could happen. Perfect example right there. These brakes just came in perfect handiness. That was awesome. I'm glad I got that on film. That was sweet. All right. Okay. So, now that I just figured out that I can go faster than 20, that was pretty much the top speed test still. We're gonna cut to the next test real quick, and that'll be it. Enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Ooh. Hey-yo. Bump on that auto assist. There we go. All right, that wraps up the speed test. We're gonna go ahead and get into an off-road test real quick. As you can see, I'm in the trails, I'm in the forest. Might run into Bigfoot. But let's see how this bike performs on some bumpy stuff. So far, it is pretty good with the full suspension. Ooh, look at this jump. Ooh. Oh yeah, awesome. Right over it. I have my bike on auto assist, so I don't have to worry about constantly going up and down in the pedal assist levels. It'll kind of hopefully just recognize where I'm at and help me out. But so far, it feels pretty good. Ooh. Definitely capable of handling this stuff if you like this type of riding. I do. So this is awesome. Really bumpy. Which way are we going? Let's go right. These trails just seem endless. Just be out here all day if you wanted to. Really got me in turbo. Just zooming. Woo! Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? There's just trails for days out here. Just so many different paths you can take. This is an awesome place to ride off-road, I would say. Very awesome. But I mean, feels great. Full suspension so far. It's absorbing a good amount of bumps. What do we got here? Where are we going? Which way are we going? I have no idea. I'm kind of lost, but I'm still having fun. It's a beautiful day for a bike ride. It's gorgeous out. Let's see, where are we going? What's this? Got a bit of a divot. Woo! This auto assist feature is pretty awesome. I'm really digging it. Just kicking it on and off, kicking it higher and lower when it's recognizing I need some juice. Pretty muddy and pretty moist out. These tires are just handling it all. All right, where are we? Perfect. Right up that hill. Woo! Quick little off-road test. Honestly, that was really awesome. This bike is pretty good for it. Oh, definitely handles bumps very well with the full suspension. You know, obviously the stock seat that comes with it isn't the most luxurious, comfortable seat. I would definitely get a better, more cushiony seat. This one is pretty firm. Would not be ideal for riding for hours. Oh, sorry. playing a game of chicken with her. Oh, but off-road test, that was I was very impressed by that. That was awesome, especially with the auto assist feature. Being able to have the bike just recognize you're going uphill, like, and just switch to the pedal assist levels, just bump it up for you automatically is an awesome feature, especially if you like doing stuff like that. Really awesome. I'm digging it. But for off-road test, I'm gonna give that a 4.3. You know, that was really good. And it just makes it even better with the auto assist. I know I'm kind of hyping up this auto assist, but I mean, it deserves it. It's a really awesome feature to have. That way you're not constantly having to cycle through your up and down manually. It just does it for you. It's awesome. I like it a lot. A 4.3 out of 5 for the off-road. Pretty solid ratings for this bike in general, all around. I'm excited to see what our final BOJ-E-BIKES score will be at the end of this video. So if you care to see that, just hang on there. We're getting right to it. Let us know what you think in the comments of our review. Ask us any other questions. Maybe there's some other bikes you want us to try in the future. Let us know in the comments. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for that BOJ-E-BIKES score at the end. And that's it. Later, guys.
And our final BOJ-E-BIKES score is...
Hey everybody, welcome. Hey everybody.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands right now. Get down just a little bit, motherfucker.
Okay, the Himiway A7 here. Probably one of the most adjustable screens we've seen through. Cut. All right, Himiway A7. Probably one of the most adjustable bikes. Adjustable. Cut. Okay, we're gonna go over the electronics package here. It's got to be one of the most adjustable. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're gonna go over the cockpit here.